Hello, my darlings. That has been burning for quite a while and it's still not a lot of smoke. Oh well. Never mind. Let me just put it back on there for a little while and flip it over. That side is not burning for some reason. Anywho, I know, the light. I know I've been running a little late. I skipped yesterday. Monday, I only uploaded one and then it took forever. That one that I uploaded was loading for like 7 hours and then it just rejected it and I had to reload it and then it was loaded within 30 minutes. I was like, are you freaking serious? So I just did one on Monday. And then it didn't finish uploading until like early Tuesday morning. There we go. So I know it seems like I'm behind. Sorry. I know I missed yesterday. My bad. And we're just going to try and... Oh, incense. I'm actually just going to skip because this weekend I have a family event. I can't make up for it this weekend. I usually do. So I just hope you guys are patient with me and hopefully the rest of the work I'm doing is still worth your support and your patience. Okay. So let's get started. Let's start. What's the message for today? What is the message for the collective? Oh, nope. What's the message for today? Oh, it's going to be... Okay, it's going to be a long one. Every time two come out, I know it's the... Seeing the true you, follow your own rhythm, and big, bold vision. Just the message itself is going to take a minute because these are long ass cards, but still that means we're supposed to hear it. So let's start with big, bold vision, number 15. Also, the downloads have been wild, guys. It's been crazy out here. Okay. There we go. Big, bold vision says you were not born to play a small role in life. You have the ability to dream big. Even if you have absolutely no idea about how your visions can come to pass or what all the details may look like, you can access the heart and guts of a vision by tapping into your wildest dreams and surrendering attachment to exactly how it will all work out. The details are up to the creative genius of the universe. You are an active, contributing participant, but not the sole player in your life journey. There is something, a vision or an idea that is coming to you. You may worry that it is too much for you, but don't worry, it is meant to be yours. Although you might have some adjustments to make and some tweaking to do as you let go of your limited thinking and open up to a fearless acceptance of bigger, brighter, more radical, and more potent possibilities of creatively living your light in the world. A sign that you are cracking out of your limited thinking to allow for a big, bold vision to come to you is that you might feel a little dizzy with the shrinking limitations and expanding possibilities of life. You may wonder if you are allowed to access so much wonder. Remember that in your healing and growing success, as you manifest this big vision, you can touch the hearts of others through your presence, your inner work, your art, and your choices. It is a win-win situation. Those that are meant to live big, bold, and visionary lives need to give themselves permission to break the mold and forge newer, more expansive perspectives of what is possible, what is permitted, and what is of service. It's about letting go and opening up. Others will benefit from this. Even though it is your vision, it's not just about you. You are being asked to remember that when something is right for you, endless synchronicities and support will flow your way at the right time and in the right way. Stay open, receptive, playful, and surrendered. This oracle brings you a message. You are about to receive or be invited to become a part of a grand visionary beginning. It has the makings of something fantastic. No matter how the journey that brings this vision into reality unfolds, and there will be some twists and turns that you don't see coming, it is still helpful for you to be open to it. Trust your heart, be still with your choices, and when the time feels right and truthful, leap. This oracle brings a message for those who would like to further develop their intuitive sight. It is already happening. Trust in what you perceive. Even if it conflicts with what everyone else around you is saying on this or the surface of things, trust your inner perceptions. They are accurate and will be proven to be so later on. The healing process below will help you with this also. This oracle brings a general message of positive energy. Trust that things will be coming up roses for you. Even if everything seems to be in a bit of shambles now, it really is just the essential mess before a truly spectacular success. Ooh, oh my God, guys. I have to share something with you. You see that bee? Oh my God. I literally just noticed that. I have been getting some wild synchronicities with bees. I feel like there's some sort of hive that's activating. You know how people talk about the Bay Hive, and I'm getting that vision. I have been getting that vision. Actually, I got the beginning of that vision came to me, was it 3 or 4 years ago? It just didn't make sense at the time. I didn't know what it meant, and so I kind of let it go. And the past few days, ever since Sunday, I have been getting on my algorithm all over the place, either Instagram or Facebook or wherever I'm at. I keep getting bees. And I'm like, what the hell? I don't follow. I don't know anything about bees. So that is not anything to do with my algorithm. It's not like I searched for honey. I didn't do any of that. Bees are just showing up. And it's not even like some of the pages I'm not even following. They'll start giving me facts about bees and a little picture about bee. And then I saw a friend who shared something about Japanese bees. And then I saw like it just keeps coming up over and over. And here it is, another bee. I'm telling you, you guys, whoever resonates with me, you are becoming a part of a hive. You may be about to find your queen bee. You may be about to, you may be the queen bee. Let's remember, big, bold vision. Let's see. Seeing the true you, number 29. I have to share those posts that I've been seeing because it is wild. And this is adding to it because, again, another bee. Okay, seeing the true you. Sometimes we believe what others tell us we are, as though the self we see reflected back to us through their eyes is truth. Yet the accuracy of a reflection depends on the clarity of that which is doing the reflecting. If the receiver forms any opinion about what is perceived, then what is reflected back to us will at best be distorted. It is not necessarily through ill will. It is just the mechanics of the situation. Even the moon reflects the sun in varying degrees of fullness and clarity. We can learn something of the nature of sun from the moon, but not as much as through direct perception. This oracle has come to you because you have been putting rather too much faith in the reflections others have of you, to the point that you might not be honoring all that you are and all that you are becoming because you believe too little of yourself. There may be those around you that are able to reflect you more faithfully and even help you see more of your own greatness and beauty. These are the souls blessed with inner stillness. In the clear waters of their ocean of consciousness, you can come to recognize yourself with clearer perception. However, there are those who have not tended to their own ocean and are unable to be still enough to genuinely receive and reflect your light back to you. There is no judgment here. Each takes the path of self-healing that is available and appropriate at any given time. However, to attempt to see the magnificence of a sun in a very partial moon doesn't make too much sense. If you are blessed with those in your life who can show you the beauty within you, wonderful. Even so, this oracle comes to you with a task you are now ready for. You are to begin to develop the art of direct perception. This is the ability to recognize yourself not only in the eyes of others, but from how you feel about yourself, how you experience yourself, and how you observe yourself with compassion and kindness from within. This is a step towards a radical empowerment that does not require perfection in order for you to recognize you are lovable and have much to offer. It is empowerment based on the acceptance of all that you are, working with your strengths, tending to your weaknesses, and being loving, encouraging, and nurturing of all that you perceive. As you continue on this journey, you will not only see your human self, but the eternal within you. This is a breathtaking experience that opens you up to the creative energy that flows abundantly through all of life. It is an experience that takes great preparation, because we must be strong within our own self-love and acceptance to be able to hold acceptance for all of life. This oracle is nudging you into that preparation. For when you have the experience of truly beholding yourself, all judgment, fear, and doubt will fall away, and you will just know yourself to be sacred. Then you will be asked to embrace the deeper journey of sacred rebellion against judgment and fear, and into passionate creativity and unconditional trust in life. This oracle comes with a special message for you. If you are getting confused about who you are and your motives or actions based on what others are saying or how they are responding to you, step back. In your quest to be a responsible person, you may be unintentionally taking on the feelings of others, making their reflections of you more than they are in truth. More often than not, reflections are more about the state of the reflector than what is being reflected. Let those external perceptions go. Can you just acknowledge yourself? Do so and be free. Okay. And then number 5, follow your own rhythm. Okay. This one says, deep within, you are moved by an ancient, powerful force that cannot be tamed. It is the rising pulse of your connection to the life force. You feel it in your bones, in your blood, in your heart, and in your belly. When there is something dying within, you sense it falling away, no longer needed. You sense when it is time to rest and be patiently in transition. You feel the stirring of agitation and restlessness when new life calls you to create, to act, to step forward, and to take a risk. You know that you march to your own beat, that no one else can tell you what your inner rhythms are, and that you must trust in your own timing. You cannot be rushed or forced, nor can you be held back when it is time to burst forth. Life celebrates and supports the natural rise and fall of your inner rhythms. This oracle brings you the special message that you cannot miss what you are destined for, nor will you gain anything by trying to push yourself. Trust in the life cycles within, and you will feel the perfect balance between effort and surrender, discipline and letting go. When it is time for the rhythm of rest, you will feel a natural slowing down and be drawn into contemplation and environments that are more gentle, spacious, or nourishing, and perhaps more peaceful. When the rhythm of play beats in your heart, you will reach out to others to connect, dance, converse, sing, make music, make love, and share your wildness. You will be drawn to uplifting groups and places where you can experience a positive and energetic exchange. Your needs will be met in harmony with your own rhythms. All that you will miss out on by trusting this is anxiety. What you will gain is peace. If you have also pulled the inner trust card or feel intuitively guided to read that message now, which I don't, this oracle has the even stronger message for you that you must surrender your attachment to doing things the way others think that they should be done, whether that be the hours that you sleep or the way that you structure your day or your creative work. You must honor your need for rest and replenishment as well as your need for play. Sometimes an afternoon nap or trip to the beach will do far more for you than slogging away when you are mentally depleted and in need of rest. Sometimes you need to work when the energy is flowing, even though others may say it is too much and you must stop now. You are an empowered individual and you have the intelligence and wisdom to choose for yourself. Experiment with what works best for you and tailor your lifestyle so that it nurtures your best self into being. Okay. That was a lot. First of all, some of you may be getting a lot of clarity around your purpose, and it may feel a little overwhelming. It may feel like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready for all that. I don't know if that's supposed to be me. Maybe I'm being delusional. Maybe this, maybe that. When in reality, no, that's supposed to be you. You're just not really having faith in yourself. And this addresses why. Seeing the true you. I love this because you see the reflection, how clear it is in the water. It's a reminder that if you see yourself a certain way, you have to be careful that the way you see yourself isn't because other people who were all agitated were reflecting something really distorted back to you. For example, I'm going to mention something I've realized. Like when I'm listening to other readers, because I love listening to other readers. And honestly, sometimes I just stop. I'm like, oh, I can't. I've found readers who are so great at a lot of things, but then they'll say something like, oh, this person's on the down low. Oh, so he's a little bitch. You know, things like that. That tells me clearly that they're homophobic. They have a problem with men who love men or men who are attracted to men. They're shaming them. Or women who are attracted to women. Because I also saw another reader that was like, oh, someone here wants to try same sex. Ew, no. And I was like, stop. That person, all probably, is already struggling with that. So some of you guys, the reason you have this beautiful, bold vision, maybe you're supposed to be the queen of a hive, or maybe you are activating, you're going to be the general of a queen or the bodyguard of a queen or something like that. And you just don't trust that because you're seeing yourself the way the world has told you should see yourself. So maybe you don't like yourself because you don't like the way you look. You don't like the way you think. You don't like your finances. You don't like this. You don't like that. Make sure that the perception you have of yourself actually came from you and didn't come from someone else who is struggling with their own reflections, and it's all murky and agitated, and what they're reflecting back to you is not accurate. That's why it's saying follow your own rhythm. You don't have to do things the way other people want you to. You do things the way you want to. Trust your intuition. Trust your own inner guidance, your inner compass, okay? And honestly, I can be guilty of that sometimes, because I know sometimes I'm trying to help and I'm telling people, oh yeah, do this and do this and do that. And sometimes that's the way it works for me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe for you that doesn't work. All you have to do is tell me, Rose, I love you, but that's not how it works for me, and I'll shut up. Okay. So it feels like a lot of divine messages today. Let's get into it. What do we need to know about collective? Eight of Wands teaches rhetoric very well, gives faithful servants favor of friends and foes, and knowledge of languages. Okay. Oh, sorry. Today's collective. We've got Three of Swords. Steals treasures from kings, destroys cities and the dignities of men, tells of things past, present, and future, causes love between friends and foes. Last but not least, Two of Swords. Builds towers and provides weapons and ammunition. Sends soldiers to appointed places. With the King of Swords, reveals knowledge of forthcoming battles and procures the favor of lords and kings. Okay. So now that we've got this, let's look at the other side. What else do we need to know for today's collective? Three of Swords again. Love and submission cures illness, influences paternal love, gives long life. Three of Wands, construction of the universe, helps with great works, protection from adversaries. Sorry, can't talk today. One more. Nine of Pentacles, submission to higher order, identifies traitors and destroys their plans. Overall energy, death, endings and rebirth, influences health and longevity. Huh. Okay. I know that we've been getting multiple collectives that are talking about a big change coming in. Big change. And I'm sensing it more and more and more. And this is a big part of it, because that big bold vision with that big chunky bee right on her forehead tells me some of you are queen bees. Not only that, but on her throat, she has a scarab beetle, which was one of the first representations. I believe the land of Kush. I'm pretty damn sure Kush is like the ancient name for Egypt. I think. I could be wrong. But anyways, the scarab beetle was one of their first symbols of rebirth. It was one of the first symbols that represented transformation and growth. So especially with the death here, endings and rebirth. So there's going to be some massive change. And remember, it's saying, even if right now your life you might have just had a tower moment. It feels like everything is scattered. We did get the Three of Swords twice. So some of you are possibly very heartbroken. You might have just gone through a breakup. You might have just gone through a separation. It's going to be okay. All right. I feel a lot of you, especially with the Nine of Pentacles here, are stepping into a much more abundant, luxurious lifestyle. But I want to remind you, with big, bold vision, something it said there is that some of you may feel like, oh, this is a pipe dream, right? This is something I've always wanted. Why would I believe that this is going to happen for me? What you have to remember is that you're worrying too much about what you're going to get out of that lifestyle instead of thinking how you're going to benefit humanity. So let me give you an example. Let's say the collective I just spoke about a while ago on Monday, where I was talking about Gaia and the things that she's, changing. I literally saw yesterday, as soon as I posted that video, I saw another video, and it's this influencer who's funny. I forget her name because honestly, I don't follow her that well, but she posts funny videos, and she was talking about how she's like, I'm just sick and tired of having to give a fuck about things, because she said that she saw this thing pop up like, oh, do you wear Fashion Nova? And she was like, well, yes, I do. And then Fashion Nova had to give out the, what's it called? They had to put out a warning that their clothes can cause cancer. Why? Because they're so focused on mass producing clothes that they invest into creating synthetic materials, and it's releasing toxins, and they actually are admitting it. I was like, what? I just said that. So some of you are so focused on the fame that comes with being a designer, the money that comes with being a designer, the power, the influence that comes with being a well-known designer, instead of thinking about all the lives that you're saving by changing the fabric and changing the design. Because right now, when people think of linen and they think of 100% cotton, when they think of 100% wool, they think scratchy, they think uncomfortable, and they think ugly. So if you're focused, if you're going to dedicate, or you have dedicated years of your life to creating beautiful, aesthetically pleasing clothes, that is natural, that is not going to be harming either the person or Mother Earth, you need to focus on the benefit that that's going to give people, instead of thinking about what you're going to get out of it. Because then you're creating a blockage, because you're so focused on, am I worthy of this? Do I deserve this? Should I? Stop. Think about, does humanity deserve my work? What I'm putting out into the world, is it going to help people? I need to focus on that, and just focus on putting that out there. Don't worry about what you're going to get out of it. Focus on your vision. Okay? Okay. Now, I do think several of these cards were talking about enemies. This one says, no, it wasn't this one. This one causes love between friends and foes. And then this one gives favor of friends and foes. So I feel like whatever it is you're doing, you're not even going to have enemies, at least not human ones. Anybody that used to not like what you did, you're going to win them over. You're going to have divine help to win them over. Look at this. Builds towers and provides weapons and ammunitions. Sends soldiers to appointed place. For those of you who are activating your Queen Bee energy, and your hive is going to start responding to you, you're going to have guardians, like people who will physically protect you. People who will spiritually protect you, spiritually and energetically protect you. You will have people who will protect you through words, like maybe they'll protect you from gossip. You are going to have protection on every level. Each of those things, towers, weapons, ammunitions, and soldiers, all of that deals with defense, protection, guarding you. So this is not going to be a, how to put this? This is not going to be a thing where you're going to be all alone and you're going to have to battle. No, you're going to have a hive. You're not going to be alone. You're going to have support on every level. And then here, steals treasures from kings. I'm telling you, the people who will fall are the people who do not deserve their throne. Okay. And for those of you who are so focused, look, some of you, y'all hear Queen Bee and you get excited, right? Because y'all like power. Y'all like being the leader. Those of you who are getting excited are forgetting the responsibility that comes with that shit. That's why, how does the song go? Heavy is the head that wears the crown. You might be a queen, but just remember, queens, empresses, they bear immense responsibility. Those of you who are getting scared, don't forget the benefits, the perks that come with being a queen or an empress, okay? Because I'm telling you, your life is going to take a turn, but it's going to be wonderful. Over here, even this talking about giving faithful servants. So the people that want to serve you, they're going to be people who see your vision. They're going to be people who understand who you are. You're going to have to trust yourself. Both of these energies are about trusting your vision, who you are, without taking other people's opinion into distorted opinion into who you are. And that only a queen does. Only an empress does, in fact, not just a queen. So I'm using queen because I'm thinking of queen bee, but I'm talking empress level. Because you're going to be creating some great works. And again, look, protection from adversaries. I can't talk today. Why do I keep pronouncing it like anniversaries? Adversaries, like enemies, okay? Protection from adversaries. And then cures illness, gives long life. You're a healer. Whoever I'm talking to, you are a healer. Not only does it say here, cures illness, gives long life, over here as well. Influences health and longevity. So this is going to be amazing. But what does it require? Submission to higher order. And then over here, love and submission. So to those who know that I'm talking to you, because for some of you, you may be somebody that's going to be a faithful servant to this person. Others of you will be the soldiers of this person. Others of you will be the worker bees, helping this person build towers, helping this person build ammunition, helping with the great works. Whoever is the queen bee, though, and anybody who follows this queen bee, they will do so because they're submitting to a higher order. They're not even submitting to the empress. They're submitting to the purpose that this empress will serve. Does that make sense? So it's not like they're looking at this person like, oh, they're a god reborn and it's a cult and everything this person does is right. No. They are following whoever this person is, or people, because I feel like it could be multiple hives. They're following these people because of the purpose that they're serving, the work that they're doing. So let me give you an example, like Mahatma Gandhi, right? Mahatma Gandhi is one of the best examples of that because he wasn't someone who was he wasn't a selfish leader. He wasn't like trying to make himself rich off of people's back. He wasn't this manipulative. I'm not going to say he was perfect, but the work he did, that's what people followed. They followed his vision. They wanted to be a part of his plan, of what he saw for India. And therefore, they all joined hands and they made some miracles happen. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. So let's start clarifying. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. And most of the time I do 3. This time I'm just going to do whatever comes out the first time, okay? There we go. We got 2. The Sun and the Ten of Wands. With the Two of Cups. Look at that. So I'm telling you, it's like this queen is crowning someone, right? But most people are focused on the crown being given. I think that y'all need to remember that when we receive a crown from anybody, right? Because I'm thinking this is the queen bee, and she is giving authority to someone else. So this could be her mate, or this could be a Two of Cups. Doesn't have to be a partner though. This could be a partnership. So this could be her general. This could be an advisor. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't all have to be romantic. But whoever this queen bee is that's activating is already picking her people. She may not be someone who's already super famous, but she has been activated. She's aware of her purpose. She's aware of her plan. She's moving forward. And the people who move close to her and want to help her, she will know who's genuine and authentic. And she's going to be naming... because this gives faithful servants, favor of friends and foes. So I don't think that this is a partner. I think that this is her choosing who's going to be her people. Because with the Sun, they can already see her. She might not be famous. Think of a queen bee, right, with a hive. Not every hive starts being huge. It could be a tiny hive, but the tiny hive already knows who the queen is. They already know who their leader is. And with the Ten of Wands, they understand the hardships. They understand the challenges. And so they want to help because they understand that the purpose she's serving. Let's see. Clarifying Three of Swords. Oh, by the way, we're clarifying the Eight of Wands, right? So there's going to be communication. You'll know which side of this you're on. Because first of all, you'll know. You'll know if you're a queen bee. You'll know if you're going to be a guardian of the queen bee. You'll know if you're going to be a general of the queen bee. You'll know if you're going to be an advisor. You'll know if you're going to be someone who helps finance the queen bee. You're going to be somebody who maybe is an architect. Whatever it is, you already know your role. Or you should. If you don't, ask. But I feel like the people I'm talking to already know their role. So communication, 8 of Wands, they're going to start communicating with each other because they're going to start recognizing each other. Tell me about the 3 of Swords. Page of Wands. With the 3 of Wands. This is going to, I feel like this particular card is going to be for the Queen Bee. Page of Wands. This page is touching lightning. So whoever the Queen Bee is, she might be somebody who doesn't like causing an impact. Like they're uncomfortable with the idea of power because again, they're not somebody who's like power hungry. People who are power hungry, watch out. She's not. So it's going to be out of her comfort zone to carry this much power. But it is her destiny. 3 of Swords. She has gone through enough pain and enough sorrow in this world to know that this is her duty. That's how she sees it. She doesn't see it like, oh, that's right, bitches, bow before me. She's not the Lord Farquaad type of, some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. She's not Lord Farquaad, okay? She is going to be somebody who sees this as her duty. It's uncomfortable for her. It feels just as magical for her as it's going to feel for everyone else, if not more so. That's terrifying, right? Having all that responsibility on you. So it is going to be a little scary, but with the 3 of Swords, what she has seen in this world is pushing her to do this because she feels this is her duty. It's not about wanting to be in power. The 3 of Wands also represents seeing a future, seeing a vision, wanting to grow, wanting expansion. That's why she's doing this. Tell me about the 2 of Swords. The 9 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. Yeah. So the 2 of Swords, she may have been indecisive. Knight of Cups. Not only her, I think this goes for multiple people. So the Queen Bee and the people who want to assist the Queen Bee may have been indecisive because with the 9 of Swords, there's this fear of what if I'm wrong? What if I sound crazy to people? What if I'm not accepted? That's why these cards are coming out. If you have to know yourself. You have to trust in your vision. You have to trust in your rhythms. You have to trust that what you're guided to do is what you're meant to do. You don't worry about what other people are telling you, especially if they're coming from a distorted view. So people, for example, who have a strong Christian background, I know that their heart is usually in the right place, but they have a very low research capacity if they're still there. I'm just being honest. If they are still a hardcore Christian, they do not know how to research and learn. So why would you take their words as something that you need to pay attention to? That's like a pre-K person, a little child, telling a college student how math works. Like, that's cute, but, you know, keep your opinion. Like, I understand. You can tell me, but are you going to take them seriously? Not really. You might play with them. You might, go and color some books with them, spend time with them, but you're not going to take them as an authority when it comes to things of higher knowledge, right? So 9 of Swords, there's been a lot of anxiety here, possibly because of things that they went through, things that they were told, things that they internalized. So again, this has to do with insecurities, fears, somebody being told when they were possibly in their development, you're not intelligent enough, you're not beautiful enough, you're not charismatic enough, you're to this, you're to that, you're to... Stop. With the 4 of Swords, it's time to heal that. If you're the Queen Bee, how are you going to lead others if you don't love yourself? If you don't appreciate yourself? If you don't see yourself as sacred and your vision as sacred, how are other people going to see you that way? If you're somebody who's there because you're meant to help this Queen Bee. Maybe you're meant to help her build towers. Maybe you're supposed to provide weapons, ammunition, or soldiers. Maybe you're supposed to be a bodyguard. It's okay to see this person in a light of admiration, but don't put them on a pedestal to the point where they lose their humanity. Don't put them on a pedestal like you're terrified of speaking to them, because then you're isolating this person. They're not going to be able to talk to anybody if you're always treating them like they're too holy to speak to you. That's not how this person would behave. If you put them in that space, that's on you, but that's not what a queen bee would do. So heal those perceptions and do your job. Whatever your role is, execute it. Clarify Three of Swords. Ace of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, and the Magician. With Queen of Wands energy. Look. Again, this queen already knows who she is. This queen already knows who she is. All the runes are used for divine messages. And it also represents someone who's into the esoteric, someone who's witchy, someone who's comfortable in that. They're not scared. They might not talk about being a queen bee, but they already know they're in tune with the esoteric, right? They don't care if other people are scared of that. They don't care if other people look at it like, oh, that person's demonic. They don't care, because they are clear in their own vision. They don't care about whose distorted mentality tells them what. And look at this. Again, all the runes, but with an Ace of Cups, which means that this person is tapped in. They are tapped into spirit. They know. They are submitting. They have submitted. And not only, oh, look at this. I love this. Look at, this is a feminine angel wearing armor with his big ass sword. This is the energy of this queen bee. You're going to know who this queen bee is, who your queen, if you're listening to this, you're going to know who your queen bee is because of this combination. They're very confident. They know who they are. They're not afraid of exploring their witchy, esoteric side because they don't see themselves as a victim. They're not afraid of being hunted down because they're powerful. They know that they'll survive anything. They are, remember, long life. They're super certain that they're going to be fine. They're a warrior. This isn't their first rodeo. This isn't new to them. But they're not scared. They're tapped in and they share that. Now, with the Seven of Pentacles, this may be in the beginning stages, which means that this person may not... I feel like there's going to be a lot of different hesitancy. Three of Swords. I think that all of the people that are going to be a part of this hive have been through similar pain. They've been through the pain of being abandoned. They've been through the pain of being betrayed, being lied to. But this queen is a magician. She's a high priestess. She is doing what she can to call forth her tribe. And it's going to be in its baby stages because it's like everybody's going to have to learn, even the queen bee, everybody in this hive is going to have to learn to trust each other. Everybody's going to have to learn to submit to the purpose, not the person. Even the queen bee. Tell me about the Three of Wands. It will, though. I will tell you this. Being a part of this hive will heal a lot of people because they've been through friendships, lovers, family members who did all sorts of terrible things to them. And this is the first time that they're going to be a part of a group that's there for support, that's there to nurture and help grow and heal. And it's going to be a very healing environment. It's not going to be a cult. Tell me about the Three of Wands. Maybe other people will name it that, but that's not what it is because they're not serving a person. Nine of Cups, King of Cups. With the Page of Cups. So we've already had a couple of kings show up. King of Swords over here and then King of Cups over here. These could be very key people to this Queen Bee. This king, it says, reveals knowledge of forthcoming battles and procures the favor of lords and kings. So this might be somebody who is her ambassador when it comes to governmental things. So this could be like an attorney, or this could be a judge. This could be, or maybe just somebody who has legal knowledge. And because right beneath it, we have procures the love of woman, tells of things past, present, and future, builds love between friends and enemies. Over here, we had gives favor of friends and enemies. And then again, causes love between friends and foes. This could have been somebody who used to be her enemy. But again, remember, this Queen Bee does not have enemies. Whoever is her enemy will become her friend or her lover, or they'll want to be. So I think this is somebody who used to dislike this Queen Bee, and now they are one of her main champions, one of her main defenders. They got to know her, they understand her, and they're not like where before they used to charge towards her. Now they're guarding her, if that makes sense. This one, King of Cups, another one. Construction of the universe, helps with great works, protection from I cannot talk. Enemies. I'm just going to skip it. Enemies, because I cannot talk today. 3 of Wands. So this is somebody, this people could be warning of things that happen in the 3D. This could be somebody who's warning of things that happen in the 5D. Guys, look at this. Do y'all see it? I literally this is the first time I've ever seen that in this card. Is that not honeycomb? Are these not bees? And that's not honey dripping into his cup? The image is very faint, but I am pretty certain that is a beehive. Oh my fucking God. I cannot. So look, they're going to help her build. Because again, she's sitting here with a little tummy, right? It's gestation. Construction of this new universe for her, construction of her hive is in gestation. Whoever this is helping with great works, and they're helping protect her from enemies. So for sure, two main helpers. And then the Page of Cups may indicate, people who want to come in and also be of service. How fascinating. Again, with the 9 of Cups, whoever the Queen Bee is, this is going to feel like a wish come true, because this vision has been with this person possibly since they were a child, if not for a very long time. So this is going to feel magical for everyone, honestly, because this person's over here drinking golden honey. Tell me about the 9 of Pentacles. 8 of Cups. Tell me about the 9 of Pentacles. Oh, shit. Oh, well, I already started. Maybe there's one more I had to get. And let's see. The Tower. What did I tell you? High Priestess. I fucking told you. So, with the 9 of Pentacles, again, feminine warrior energy. Look at her looking all sexy and shit. And she's still got a spear, wings, and a shield. This is no shrinking maiden. But submission to higher order identifies traitors and destroys their plans. So this Queen Bee is a warrior, feminine warrior. But not only that, this is not somebody who's acting out of ego. This is not somebody who's like I have a problem. I'm just going to be real. I know some of you might have a problem with it, but I'm just going to be honest. I have a problem with the whole Bayhive thing, because it doesn't really serve a purpose. Maybe a lot of you think like, oh, it's empowering women. Okay, sort of. But I don't really see it that way, because there's nothing, it's not changing the world. So what's the purpose? It's just making somebody wealthy. That serves no purpose to me. So this hive is very different. This is the hive of someone who is a servant to the world, to humanity. They have submission to a purpose, not to a person, not to wealth, not to a brand, to a purpose. They're submitting to a higher purpose. And the way people react to this Queen Bee will help her sniff out traitors. She's going to know who's in tune with her plan, who's in tune with her vision, and who is not. And she can destroy their plans. But this is also the Nine of Pentacles, which is a life of luxury. So that's not what she's going for. Just remember, this Queen Bee, that's not what they're working for. Even the card was like, they're a little worried that, is this really for me? Because I don't know that I can do that. And the universe is like, remember how you're going to benefit the world. That's just a perk. Living in luxury is not because, oh, you're going to be a billionaire and people are starving. That's not what it is. It's going to be a comfortable life because she's leading a large, massive... Think of the way that the Queen Bee is served in a beehive, right? It's not because her life is comfortable and she doesn't have to do shit. No, it's because she does so much that's why people have to assist her so that she can continue working for the hive. So some of you are really going to have to let go of the mentality that y'all have concerning this type of energy. Whatever I said, if you have a problem with anything I said, you have to really examine yourself and disconnect from that. With the Tower, I might have said something that shocked you. I might have said something that triggered you. But I will tell you this, when this starts happening, when this Queen Bee starts rising, some of you are going to tell yourselves by how you react. You may not even know you're a traitor because Judas didn't see himself as a traitor, right? Until it was too late. Until he tried to return the money, but they're like, yeah, but the deed was done, man. You already fucked up. So hopefully we don't have too many Judases out there. I'm going to do a couple more cards because I can't do a full row. We're already at 45 minutes. But I can do a couple of cards. Give me a couple more cards. Give me a couple more cards. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. Understands the tongues of animals. Uncovers treasures hidden by magicians. Reconciles friends and enemies. Again. Give me one more. Oh, or three. I guess I was lying about time. Six of Swords. Travels the world over in an instant and brings anything anywhere. It gives the truth about thefts and hidden treasures. Willing to do anything one commands. Okay. And the Magician. Gives health and financial prosperity. Connects one safely with the divine. Overall energy, Two of Wands. Tells of the past and the future. Can make one intelligent and bold. All right. Let's see. Two of Cups. Fruition. Provides expansive intelligence and gives the grace of God. Knight of Swords. Intellectual richness. Protects fertility of women. Makes children respectful towards their parents. Okay. And one more. Three of Cups. Fame and renown. Influences commerce. Voyages and great discoveries. So, let's look at the overall energy. Again, death. Well. Okay. So, I'm just going to slow down because I'm worried about the time, but apparently Spirit is like, just take your time. Okay, so let's take our time. Again, Ten of Pentacles goes beyond the Nine. The Nine of Pentacles is living a comfortable life, while the Ten of Pentacles is a legacy, building a legacy. But not only that, uncovers treasures hidden by magicians. And what card is this? The Magician. Now, what do we have over here? Another Magician. Gives health and financial prosperity. So I think that some of the people that are coming to assist this Queen Bee are people who are definitely connected to the esoteric. Even this King of Cups I mentioned. They might have gifts of divination. They might have gifts of spiritual protection. Because I feel like this queen is going to be guarded both physically and energetically / spiritually. So some of the magicians are literal magicians, people who listen to the spirit realm, people who have a connection to mediumship, people, maybe for astrologers, people, like all sorts of gifts will be brought. Kind of think of ancient monarchy. You know, the monarchs are the ones that had astrologers, not the peasants. I'm just being real. So it's like there's going to be a group of people that are there to assist, uncovers treasures hidden by magicians, and they're going to help bring in treasure. But again, it's not for her, it's for the purpose that they're serving. And this is interesting to me. Travels the world over in an instant and brings anything anywhere. So for those of you who have not really looked at mediumship, there's a book I highly recommend. It's called Buckland's Book of Spirit Communication. Hold on one second. Whew, sorry. Okay. And it literally is talking about the history of mediumship. It's a fascinating book. One of the things it tells you is that spirits could actually bring things to you. Like one lady was brought through a portal and she showed up in the middle of a table of mediums, and she was just like, what the hell? Because I think she had been writing a letter or something, and she showed up with ink still dripping off the quill. So I think this is actual spirits bringing her things that she needs. But look, over here we have uncovers treasures hidden by magicians, and we have magicians, right? And then gives the truth about thefts and hidden treasures. Willing to do anything one commands. So some of these magicians can do things for this queen. Like, let's say, I'm trying to think of a good example. Let's say that there's a certain, because I feel like it's connected to things that are stolen. So let's say that there's really important scrolls or documents that are being hidden that this queen bee needs. Some magicians will figure out where it's at, and other magicians will retrieve it. That's amazing. Wow, that's crazy. That is wild. It doesn't matter where in the world it is. As long as it's on Earth, it's hers. If it's being stolen, because remember, it's about theft. Over here, steals treasures from kings. So let's say that I feel like those are tied, because this might be a little dangerous for me to say out loud, but whatever. Think of it like this. Imagine that when I was looking at documentaries one day, and one of the documentaries I was watching was about drug lords and how they're so wealthy and there's so much money that goes through their hands that they don't even count it anymore. They weigh 18-wheelers full of money and then calculate how much money is in that 18-wheeler. So imagine that. Imagine that they find that, because that money is honestly, it's not helping a good cause, right? Imagine that these people, these seers, find these things, take them, and then send them to places like the Congo and the Sudan and Palestine, where it is truly needed. That's what the type of thing I'm saying. It's not even going to be used to make this queen wealthy. It's going to be used for the purpose that this queen represents. Does that make sense? That's exciting. That might be dangerous to say, but I'm excited for that. Two of Cups, which again is the energy of partnership, right? Especially here where it's rings being linked. Fruition provides expansive intelligence and gives the grace of God. So as long as her purpose is in submission to a higher order, you will not be able to defeat this queen bee. That's why she's so confident, because she's not hungry for power, and she's not hungry to have people that she can step over. She's here to change the world. And so she's already so in touch with divinity, she knows she will be protected from every angle. That's two cards, though, of intellectual richness. Actually, yeah. This one says provides expansive intelligence, and this one says intellectual richness. So a lot of knowledge is going to be shared. And I think this queen that's part of her role, to share this knowledge. It might feel dangerous because, again, she's having to wear armor, has a sword, but this is her duty. This is part of her job. She will not shirk her duty. And in return, protects fertility of women. So whatever creative venture this queen is working on, she will be supported by divinity. Again, because she's already fulfilling her role. And that will bring her what? Fame, renown, Friendship, because Three of Cups is friends. It'll influence commerce, voyage, great discoveries. So this is the dawn of a new age, guys. It really is. The old system is dying. And this Queen Bee is going to aid in its fall. Not only will she aid in its fall, she's going to start building new. Let's see. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Devil, the Page of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. With the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. So I'm seeing two different things here. On one hand, we already have a queen, right? Who is very down to earth. Again, I feel like this is part of the Queen Bee, which I feel she's more of an empress, but it's highlighting her practical, grounded nature. It's not like the queen will not wear high quality. This queen will definitely be wearing high quality. She will smell nice. She's going to look nice, but she's not ostentatious with her wealth. She's not like, she's not going to be having gold toilets that she can take a shit on. That's what I mean. Not that. That's not the type of queen this is. So two things with this energy that came out. One, she is very in tune with herself. So it doesn't matter how different temptations are presented. She's submitting to a higher order, right? To a higher purpose. It's not going to work. She's very focused. She may be a baby, considered a baby compared to other entities or compared to other historical figures, but she's focused where other people might not have been. She knows how to protect herself. She knows how to guard her heart. People cannot tempt her because she's got this, she's not working for herself. It's not her vision she's trying to bring into reality. It's divinity's vision that she's just channeling. Does that make sense? So it doesn't matter who tries to do what, it's not going to work. And the other thing I'm seeing with this Devil energy is that there might be people who are obsessed with this is reconciles friends and enemies. There might be people that are obsessed with getting close to her again, especially if they were part of the Judases that were removed from her presence. I just don't think it's going to work. Because again, she knows how to guard herself. Once you've revealed to this queen your true disposition, again, it's not selfish because she's not coming from this place of like, well, fuck you, and this is my revenge. That's not what it is. This is coming from a place of, look, we just don't align in vision. I have a job. I have duty to perform. And you're on a different wavelength, okay? And that's it. It's not personal. There's no hate, which is part of why they're going to try and reconcile. But I just don't see that happening. Tell me about the Six of Swords. Seven of Swords reversed. The Queen of Cups. I'm telling you, this is an Empress. She's already shown up as the Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. I'm telling you, this is an Empress. I know what the hell I'm talking about. So Seven of Swords reversed. She's going to be very transparent with her people. So you know how some governments, like I think I was heartbroken whenever I read, the first time I read the Mockingbird series, the Mockingjay series, the Hunger Games series, basically. I was heartbroken at the end when she realizes that the government she supported is part of, they killed her sister. They made it, they created that last push so that people could really turn on the government that, I forgot the name of the government they were fighting. That's not this type of time. That's not this type of government. Because it was basically, that's why she was so depressed, I think. That's one of the things I think. She was so depressed because she realized that she had torn down one government to just install another government who was just as deceitful and preposterous. Whereas in this case, this is somebody, look at her. Again, Queen of Wands. Look at her eyes. They're closed. And she's holding this giant cup because all she's trying to channel is, what does divinity want me to do? Submission to a higher order. So she's transparent about it. This is not going to be somebody who pretends to know everything. If they don't know something, they're going to say, look, I don't know. Six of Swords, they know how to communicate. They trust the people that are helping them. So it's going to be like, let's talk about this together. How are we going to do this together? This is not somebody who has plans of their own, who has some hidden agenda. And because she's on that frequency, the people drawing near her and who are going to assist her are going to be on that same frequency. She's going to feel it. She's going to know who is on that frequency. She will not allow anybody near her that has this ulterior motive type of energy, which is why the devil energy that's trying to come in, she's like, no, 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 no. Keep that same energy that you showed me before. Stay away from me. Let's see. Tell me about the Magician. Temperance. I love this. I love this. Two of Wands, yes. Lots of preparation. So I love that the fact that Temperance came out with the Magician, because I know that when people think of magic and magicians, they think of black magic, right? They immediately think of baneful magic. But balance is in all things, okay? You can use dark magic to protect yourself. You can serve dark goddesses and gods with the idea of helping humanity. And that's the whole point of balance. Too much of one thing and not enough of another creates a distortion. So she's going to have people serving her of all walks of life. She's not going to be discriminating based on, oh, no, I'm scared of your path. Nah, there's going to be none of that. There's going to be a full balance of, as long as these people are aligned with her vision, she's not going to be judging them. She's not going to be looking down on them. She's not going to be preferring one over the other. They're going to all work together. This is the image of this, I don't know if it's a young girl or a lady, but she's preparing for a festival, right? So this is going to be, can we work together? Can we prepare this together? If we can, who cares what path you're on? You're part of the team. There's balance. Tell me about the Two of Cups. Two of Swords. Another king. Interesting. But see, this king has all these runes here. So we can see this two different ways. Either one, this is somebody who could be showing up as a temptation. I'm only saying that because look at the dragon behind this king. So I don't see dragons as a negative thing, FYI. I know biblically a lot of people have taken that account to say dragons are demonic, and I love dragons. In fact, one of my main protectors right now, I nearly threw my phone against the wall the other day because yesterday I would say about 10 days ago, I started in my meditation. I saw this golden dragon that's wrapped around protecting me, right? I love dragons. I've always been obsessed with dragons. And then ever since that happened, things started shifting like this. And I saw a post, which I screenshotted because I plan to make a post specifically about this conversation I'm having right now with you guys. But I saw a post that was like, oh, the beekeepers are meeting the dragons. And I'm like, oh, because both things have been really resonating for me. But this dragon, I don't like the look of. Okay, so I gave all that history to say I don't see dragons as a negative thing. But the face that this dragon is making, like it's like, yes. I don't know why I'm doing a voice. But that's what it is. It's giving this energy of like a little trickster. So I don't like the look of this king. I really don't. This might be somebody who tries to come in diplomatically. Because we have the Two of Swords. This might be somebody who wants to be in partnership, but romantically, because it is the Two of Cups and it's rings interlinking. I'm going to need more. Give me more info on this Two of Cups, please. One more. Okay. Oh, see? Haha. Exposed. It's a Knight of Wands. Okay. Okay. So yeah, this is going to be somebody from the past, I believe. This could have been one of the Judases, especially a romantic Judas. Hold on. I have this. Okay. They regret treating this Queen Bee this way. With the Seven of Wands, there's somebody who is like, they're so immature. Because this gives the energy of, you know how in the playground, the little boys who are like, oh, I like that little girl, so let me go pull her hair. Let me go beat her with a club. That's the energy. So it's somebody who showed you that they liked you by attacking you. And if that's the energy you like, well, you're not a Queen Bee. That's all I gotta say. You're not the Queen Bee. Because now this person's all regretful, wanting to come in and receive her grace and link up with her and be a part of her life now that she's a Queen Bee. But the universe is like, this is a knight, ma'am. Do not be fooled. That is not a king. Don't fall for it. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. Page of Swords. And the Knight of Cups. I feel like this is so interesting because we've already seen three knights. The Knight of Wands, which was also, you know, trying to show off like a King of Wands, which they're not. A Knight of Swords and a Knight of Cups. I feel like there's going to be multiple, remember when I said temptations? I feel like these are people who are temptations. They're pages, they're knights. They're trying to distract her. They're trying to derail her. Makes children respectful. These people that used to be harassing her, that used to be annoying her, because I think it's multiple. Now they're going to be all respectful. They're going to be like, okay, now I'm open-minded. Now I'm ready to hear what you got going on. Why are you a queen? When she was a queen the whole time, they were just stupid enough to not recognize it. So she's going to have to really stand firm because these are not her people. Nowhere here did you see an emperor. This is not talking about her love life. This is talking about the people who are here to serve her and the people who are here to try and distract her. Tell me about the Three of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. And the Six of Cups. So here's the thing. A lot of these people coming in, now it doesn't matter what capacity. Some of the people coming in are going to be faithful servants. Other people are going to be soldiers. Other people are going to be generals. Other people are going to be architects. Other people are going to be magicians. And other people are going to be distractions. It doesn't matter what capacity they're coming in. They're all part of her soul contract. Now, they're not all a part of her hive, but they are a part of her path in the sense that either they're here to help her or they're here to be a stumbling block. And she's gonna, if she's a Queen Bee, she should already be discerning enough to know the difference. And if she's not, well, then I don't think she's a Queen Bee, to be honest. Because this is already, she already knows who she is. She's already certain. If she allows one of these motherfuckers to stumble her, that was a fake queen. Because this queen is not going to fall for it. With the Three of Cups, you have fame and renown, influences, commerce, voyages, great discoveries. All she's focusing on is her work. The submission she has to this purpose, to this vision. Her submission to that is going to make her like a little machine. Go, 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 go. And the more that she works, the more that it's going to influence, it's going to influence the world, honestly. A lot of different aspects. So be on the lookout. Either you have already met your queen, or you're about to, or you are the queen. So good luck, guys. I'm looking forward to this. Today, I'm only going to do one because I'm doing several rituals. We have a full moon tomorrow, and I've already started the rituals. So this is, I don't want to burn out. So on the days where I'm doing rituals, I'm going to slow down on uploads. Hopefully you guys are patient enough. Even if I do one video a week, like 4 weeks of 5 videos, that's like 20 videos. Okay. Even if I did 1 video, if that's not enough for you guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to follow again what I think I should do. And this is what I feel. So hopefully you guys support me. I really wish y'all would. I love you guys, and I look forward to feedback on this. Okay. Bye-bye.